Hi, my name's Pat Cook. I'm riding a 2022 Honda Grom. It is actually completely stock. It's a lot of fun. I came to Rocky Mountain Race Week from Harlingen, Texas, and so far it's been a pretty good adventure. The ride from Greatbend up to Kearney wasn't bad. I had a tailwind most of the way, so it was a nice, easy ride. And then from Kearney to here was a little more of an adventure because we had a lot of wind and some construction and everything. But honestly, it's been a big adventure. I'd encourage anybody else that wants to do something like this. If I can do it on a Grom, I know there's a lot of guys on faster motorcycles. I encourage y'all to come. Make me even slower. I'd be happy to be the slow guy every year. But it's been a great adventure, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So my passes in Greatbend, I ran 24 and something or other pass at like 48 mile an hour. Had a headwind the whole way. In Kearney, I ran two passes that were both within a couple hundredths of each other. I ran 22-second passes at, I believe it was 54 mile an hour, so I picked up 7 mile an hour with a good tailwind. Yesterday's drive, I got on the road real early so I could have enough time to do it. The first half of the drive wasn't too bad, other than just having a lot of cool cars pass me. I got to see some great views of fast stuff from the road instead of having to wait for videos or anything. The second half of the drive up to Pinky's was a little rough because I had a good long headwind and a lot of traffic, but it was pretty good. I stopped there at the checkpoint last night and then rode through the mountains this morning, which was great. It's a beautiful ride. It was a little cold from what I'm used to, but it was a whole lot of fun through some great twisty canyon roads and everything on the way here to Bandimere today. The Grom, the whole ride has been doing really well. Yesterday with the wind and everything, I was running wide open the whole time with the throttle pinned in fourth gear. The engine was running like 7,500 RPM, doing about 50 mile an hour. It did the whole ride without even giving me a single issue, not a hiccup, nothing, just barely drinking fuel. The one upside of the whole drive is that I'm probably using the fifth of the fuel of most everybody in cars and everything. Drive the day from Greatbend to Kearney though was a little nicer. I could go a little faster. I was doing about 55 to 60 most of that drive. On the drive, I'm having to stop about every 80 to 100 miles. I could make it a little farther, but I'm stopping just to be safe. But it is doing right at about 100 miles of the gallon so far the whole trip. 80 miles on it when I started race week, and it's been awesome going through that. Other than having to do the really basic break-in maintenance, it has not given me a single bit of trouble. Should be topping 1,000 miles today on it about the time I start driving the route for the day. The rest of this week, I'm really looking forward to finishing out the week strong, making a good pass here in Bandimere. Maybe we'll see 22, 23 seconds depending on how the wind is going, and then just finishing the routes from here, going to Pueblo, and then back to Greatbend. I'm really looking forward to the bracket race in Greatbend. That could be really fun because I'm so slow, just seeing people's head games as I'm doing it, and just finishing out the week. It has been a great blast, and I'm already looking forward to next year.